Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we're talking about the Institute of Advanced Motorists and I'll wait for that car to pass. And my 3 experiences of the IAM regarding motorcycles. And this is not to say they're good or bad or anything, it's just my experiences. That's what we're talking about today. Okie dokie, first thing, let's introduce you to the new sound producer, the sound manager. This is Susie. Susie is stopping with me from a fostering perspective. I'm looking after Susie because one of my elderly neighbours has gone into hospital. Just a shout out to say hello to Pat. Hi Pat, I hope you're getting better, and I'll be bringing Susie in to see you very soon. But as you can see, she's having a lovely time. Just taking her out for a walk today. And that's another thing, we'll talk about that in another video, about losing time and doing what you want to do right now. Anyway, that's another subject. So we're talking today about my experiences of the IAM and the outcome of what the IAM have produced. So I have 3 experiences, 2 indirect where I've seen the outcome, and 1 direct where I've been out for a day with the guys, who were lovely guys. Yep, there's no doubts about that. And we'll talk about that as well. So let's talk about it in chronological order. I've been riding now for 40 years plus. Mark and Charlie both have been riding for 40 years plus. Neither of us have gone in for the IAM. I think I might stand corrected on that, but none of us have gone in for the IAM, and we've had the typical accidents, and we've all survived them. On one occasion we went to the Alps, and another guy came with us, I'll not name him, and we went around the Alps from the UK, rode all the way down through Europe to the Alps, and everything was going fine. When we got into the Alps, we had a couple of problems with this IAM qualified rider. Come on Susie, come on. Where the first instance was he had an off on the campsite and blamed me as I was riding off the campsite on the grass. I was just riding straight and he went ploughing past me with his pillion passenger on the back and ended up sliding on the grass, came off and blamed me. But I can't understand why it was my fault, because I was just riding forward as the rest of the team were, Mark and Charlie. It is what it is. Furthermore, into that holiday we were riding on the switchbacks, and he obviously misjudged a corner and ultimately ended up in the verge that collects all the water from the snow as it melts. Fortunately, him and the pillion passenger were fine. The bike was a bit scratched, but that's how it is. So that was my first experience of an IAM rider, which I didn't think was fairly typical, I guess, of what I would have expected. Let's keep walking. I can see another dog owner coming up to me. Let's make sure Susie doesn't start barking, but we'll take it from there. Just hang on a second. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Alright, are you?
Yeah, trying to be. Come on Susie. Come on Susie. There we go, that's nice. That's good, he slowed down. So, that was the first experience. The bike was scratched. The guys that were riding the bike were okay. All three of us, me, Mark, and Charlie, thought it was a little strange that there were two offs from someone who was in effect had advanced riding skills, but that said, you know, it was really riding from a performance perspective. My goodness, why is this road so busy? Anyway, let's quickly walk on. Come on, Susie. So we thought it was a bit strange, and we left it at that. So, a number of years later, here we go. A number of years later, Andy, one of the guys, passed his test. And passed his motorcycle test, and after a few months decided to go in for his IAM training, of which he stopped after a couple of sessions. For what reason, I've no idea. I think most of it was based on his availability and time and all that good stuff that we all struggle from, with work demands, family demands and all that good stuff. Here we go. And he went for a couple of sessions, and I went for a couple of rides with him, and he was riding quite aggressively. He came out and saying, you know, he was riding quite aggressively, especially as a new rider, bearing in mind he'd never ridden motorcycles in the past. Come on, Susie. So thought it was a bit strange that he was riding so aggressively, and then I started saying things like, you might want to slow down for this corner, and he started using the word, we need to progress. Progress was the word. Progress. And I said, we are progressing, and under normal rides we were progressing, and what are we progressing to? Yeah, we're just out for a ride. We don't want to kill ourselves. But he continued riding, and now ridden with him recently, he's got rid of that habit of wanting to progress. Come on Susie. Which is a good thing. He's slowed down a bit. So Andy invited me for a day out with the IAM team. Lovely guys. And sure enough, I went out with a day with them, with Andy. And my observation was, whilst the road, let's say, is 60 mile an hour limit, it doesn't mean to say you have to do it. And we were going into corners which were obviously blind at a much faster rate than I would normally do. Thinking about safety. Yes, safety's key. And we were flying around what were blind bends, where in the countryside of Staffordshire and Shropshire, you would easily find tractors in the road. Anyway, the day went on, and we had a great time, I guess. They're flying around corners and the gap's getting wider between me and the lead, because I'm not willing to risk it. Anyway, we got back at the end of the day and I had a chat with them, and they said, how do you think? And I said, I think you're riding a bit aggressively. We need to progress. Hang on a sec. Progress? So out came the two P's, progress and police riding. And I said to them, look, let's be open and transparent. I do progress, and I don't need to ride like a police rider on the roads of the UK, or on the roads of any other country, for that matter of fact. On the understanding, over my 40 years of riding, I have ridden in quite a few countries. Let's go down here. Come on, Susie. Let's go for a walk down here. And so you know, they were saying, you know, we need to progress. Well, okay, we need to progress. And the police are IAM certified to allow police motorcyclists to ride to that level. Come on, puppy. Come on, sweetheart. The lake there is covered in ice. Let's go and have a look at it. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, so based on that day's experience, come on. Based on that day's experience, I decided not to go in for IAM training because I didn't want to build my confidence to such a point where I was inducing risk into my riding. Now, this also goes back to my aviation career of the past, where the three priorities of aviation are aviate, navigate, and then communicate. So basically what that means is the first thing that you do is aviate. You fly the aeroplane safely. If you're having a problem, you fly the aeroplane safely. That's your priority. The next thing is you navigate. You make sure you know where you are and make sure you know where you shouldn't be wherever you're flying. And the next thing is communicate. You communicate with air traffic control, etc., etc. Look at this frozen pond. Don't go on the ice, young lady. It's too thin. And it's the same with motorcycles. And I found that riding out for that day, I was aviating more than aviating and navigating. So I'm there racing down the streets with 60-mile-an-hour limits, bending over in the corners and really bending over to keep up with the pack. And bearing in mind, I can ride fast. It's just that I don't like riding fast on roads. Yeah, I can ride fast. I just choose not to on public highways. And basically what I was doing was aviating and not navigating and not communicating to make sure that I was racing with this pack. Now, it wasn't racing. We weren't breaking any speed limits. But as I said, when we were going round the corners, we were going, I felt, and it's my opinion, I felt we were going round the corners far too fast because these corners were blind and anything could have been round the corner. Anything. It's just my opinion based on 40 years of riding, lots and lots of bikes in a number of countries. Yeah, I'm just saying, I've got a wide experience of it. Both Mark and Charlie's got lots and lots of experience in it, and I don't think they've been on an IAM course or had a day out with them. Come on Susie, come on puppy. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I know I'm going to lose some subscribers from this video. I know I am. I'm currently at about 3,700, maybe a few more, but I know I'm going to lose subscribers here because I get the impression when you are IAM certified, it's like a mindset that if you disagree with anybody that's IAM certified, you're absolutely wrong. Tell me in the comments below. Tell me in the comments below. If you are IAM certified, am I absolutely wrong? What's the 2 P's got to do with it? So we've got the P where it's progress. We need to progress. Come on girl. We need to progress. This way, come on. Woohoo. Careful. We need to progress. And we train the police. And they're if I took the same attitude in aviation, I would have been dead. Yeah. And if I took the same attitude in aviation and I had passengers, they would have been very, very concerned, if not shitting themselves. I also understand that in the Institute of Advanced Motoring, or whatever it is, when it comes to cars, it's not like with motorbikes. I don't see people with IAM certification in cars flying around the streets as if they are driving a police car. Yeah, it seems to be much more controlled. Is this a motorcycle thing or what? I'd love to know what your comments are. Put them in the comments below. I don't think there's anything wrong with education. And I don't think... Come on, Susie. I don't think there's anything wrong with becoming a better rider, or even more so, a safer rider. Come on, girl. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Because I'm happy to be wrong. I am happy to be wrong on this one. My God, it's cold. By the way, INJS gloves. It's really cold at the moment. And I've got my heated motorcycle gloves. If you've got this far, and if you've noticed, I've got my heated motorcycle gloves keeping my hands toasty warm. Yeah? While I'm out walking this dog. Come on. Good girl. So, don't forget, it's nearly Christmas. Go and buy yourself a Christmas present with the link below in the description. Go and order yourself some INJS gloves with the batteries. Absolutely wonderful. Perfect for walking the dog. And don't forget to order yourself an Aviation screen. That's also in the description. About £130. These gloves are range from about £83 up to about £95. They're absolutely wonderful. And the Aviation screen, which is magnificent, basically emulates your mobile, your smartphone, be it Android or Apple. And you get all the navigation, you get the controls of your texts, your controls of WhatsApp, you can control your radio, your music through your headphones in your helmet, all that good stuff. The Aviation is about £130, a great Christmas present. And don't forget, I've got a few Triumph Paige ladies jackets. If you want one of them, just let me know. They're £140 including postage to the UK. I hope you found this I hope you found the video interesting, thought-provoking maybe. Are you an IAM rider? Am I talking unadulterated bunkum? What I'm asking you to do, if you are IAM, is look deep inside yourself. Look deep inside and ask the questions. If you were piloting an aeroplane other than a Eurofighter Typhoon, Do you think your pillion would be happy and safe on your motorcycle? I'm just curious. And what's this progress stuff? What are we trying to progress to? I'm just trying to understand it. I think safety and training associated to safety is a good thing. We want people to be safe on the roads. We really do. And anything like that is good. It's a good thing. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. If you thought this was an interesting subject, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give us a like if you thought it was any good. Don't forget to leave your comments if it provokes some thought. Have you had any experiences? I'm just wondering. Have a great day. Ride safely. Be kind to everyone. I feel I'm going to be losing some subscribers on this one, but it is what it is. But and eat healthily. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye. Come on, Susie, my new sound engineer. Come on, little girl.